for marriage, it should be the same exact thing. It's not to say, listen, I understand people's fears about homosexuality. It's like, well, how do we procreate? Or how do we,
Which are ridiculous
I don't know
fears.
what they talking
Which
about.
are ridiculous fears, because what percentage of the population, and is this really the worst disaster that can happen to humanity is homosexuality?
Well, aside, you're right. Let's be
serious.
serious. Now, there's plenty of examples of homosexuality taking place in other places, more secretive.
Right. By some of the decision makers.
By some of the decision makers, by some of the religion makers. Listen, I'm not putting nobody out there. All I'm saying is, if we don't address the real issues, the real problems are when it becomes secretive and destructive. Right. You see what I'm saying? We got children hurting. We got children experiencing these scandals because people can't openly express what they actually have inside.
Right.
Because of the fear that other people will reject them and not accept them, because it's true, because socially we're afraid of it. Listen, there are plenty of people out there, heterosexual couples, that are having babies through in vitro, yeah, and that's okay. In vitro fertility, that's okay. Right. Like, we can go and take a male sperm and a woman egg and unite. So what's the difference? Why can't people that live in domestic partnerships, whether they're heterosexual or homosexual, this is not stopping us from having babies. I mean, the natural thing to do would be go find somebody that you can have babies with. But no, that's not what we're doing. We spend thousands of dollars, so what difference does it make if a homosexual couple decides to have a child that way?
And the further issue is that we've made this such a huge thing. Oh, you can only get married in this state and this state. But why? Why? What's the reason? What has it hindered? What have homosexuals, lesbians, what have these marriages and relationships
hindered? If anything, they probably contribute. You know why? Because they ain't having kids, so they got money to spend.
Right.
They contribute to the economy. They're the only ones who got some damn money to spend because they ain't got a whole bunch of kids to take care of. So I say, listen, it's a shame that I'm even sitting here, because I feel like on some level I'm being a little ignorant, just focusing on homosexual. I mean, it's I'm not coming from an ignorant place though, because I just hate the idea of categorizing somebody on the basis of how they have sex or who they choose to have sex with. I mean, I think it's just...
We're human beings. We categorize people based on everything.
Because we can't deal with... See, that's the thing. We don't fit in categories, though. We can't deal with the diversity that each individual person has, let alone
it's too much. It's
the
too much.
Scale of diversity that we have as a nation, let alone that we have as a global... Because if you
classify something, you can dismiss it.
Right.
Oh, this person is this, so I don't have to deal with them as a human being, as someone that has certain rights. I deal with them as, oh, they're homosexual.
Yeah. So they don't count.
They don't have any rights. Yeah. We don't want to deal with that.
Ooh,
we don't want to deal with that problem.
This is sad, though.
But it's happened to everybody. Oh, you're black.
Right. I'm a woman. I'm a black woman. I'm the bottom of the totem.
Oh, black man is the bottom.
No, black woman is the bottom.
Black man is the bottom.
We go
black man is at the bottom of the totem pole.
Come on now, black men still be trying to. Well, probably because there's more black women in college
and more of us in jail.
Or y'all locked up.
I'm the only one free.
Oh, shut up. That's a shame. Oh, black man, what happened? No, we could talk about that another time. But really, the whole argument on, I don't even think it should be an argument. I don't even think it should be something that we should stop people from exercising their rights as a citizen. Right. They're no less a citizen. They're no less. They can equally contribute to our economy, to our nation's capacity to do things. Obviously, as long as they're competent. I'm not sitting here saying because you're homosexual you contribute. No, it's like anybody else. If you're smart, educated, and able to do things, and more importantly, willing to help, why should you be stopped from helping on the basis of your sexual preference?
And moreover, what are rights in this country based upon? Citizenship. Citizenship. That's it.
Just because you're born here.
Because you're born here. Or because you become naturalized.
Because you become naturalized.
So if I was born here, and I was born here, well, there's another debate. I was born here, but I was born a lesbian. Or I was born here, I was born a homosexual.
Is it genetic or is it... Come on now,
I was born here. Those rights are mine by default.
Right.
I was born here. I'm a citizen. Those are my rights. So you can't take those rights away because of my sexuality.
I mean, in a way, it's like, that's real taxation without representation.
Right.
Because who is representing the rights? Who's going to fight for the rights? I mean, all right, am I fighting for rights? I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of advocating the simple idea that there should be some more acknowledgement as a full citizen. So, you know, if you don't, and every state doesn't recognize the tax privileges, right, of living with a partner of the same sex,
right.
Or they don't accept. Well, I don't even think it's that if you live with someone, the tax privilege comes through marriage.
Right.
You have to be legally married.
Marriage benefits, tax benefits from marriage.
But then if you're not allowed to marry, or if a particular state doesn't recognize your union, your legal union as a marriage, then you're not eligible.
There's
for
a whole other
tax.
question. The IRS is the federal government. So what does the IRS say?
Right.
When you sign your 52 dash whatever your whatever it is,
this is crazy.
Is there a block on there that says domestic partnership?
Right.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Right. I don't know.
Or do you just put them on as a dependent and it's good to go?
Oh, right. But see, you shouldn't have to have little scapegoats, and now we got people lying and covering up, being undercover, and this causes the same problems, because I don't think that there's a problem with homosexuality. I think the problem is when you have to hide who you are, when you have to hide what you actually feel inside, and you can't let that out. That's where the problem comes in, because then it becomes perverted.
Yeah,
then your thoughts and ideas become exploited in ways that are, 9 times out of 10, very negative and not productive or helpful at all for any of us.
Right.
No, seriously. Like, we go and we take it out on children. I am not making excuses for people who hurt these children, and for any family or any parent that has to deal with their child being sexually harassed, molested, or touched, or anything like that. I am not making excuses for why people engage in the things that they do when they hurt a child and take advantage of a child or a minor that way. Okay? I'm simply saying, aren't these people hurting, or some of them at times, could they also be hurting? Could they also be suffering?
Well,
and why are we not okay with acknowledging maybe some of the pain that they feel, because they can't have outlets? Like, I'm only talking about when it's negative. I'm not saying homosexual people are pedophiles.
All cases,
like, God,
when we're talking about pedophiles or those that are guilty of sexual crimes, especially in my line.
I mean, a crime is a crime. I'm fine with that. I'm just saying. Could some of it be mitigated?
It almost is always some sort of repression or prior abuse caused by someone else's repression. There's always a circumstance. So it's what people don't understand is that, yes, this person may have been a pedophile, or may be a pedophile, may be a rapist, and it makes no excuse for their behavior because it is deplorable.
Right.
But that behavior came from somewhere, and we need to deal with that issue as a whole.
Fix this issue
so that we can deal with the problem.
Because we can't, because if we don't get to the foundation of the problem, we can't fix the issue. Okay, so, all right, so just to wrap things up, you know, this was basically my testimony, my confession, my
quasi-lesbian moment.
Quasi-lesbian moment. See, don't do that, because I'm really like, you know, I'm going to go back and get another one in a couple of weeks. Well, no, because it was warm. It was warm wax down there.
It was nice.
And then she ripped it off all hard. I was like, that hurt.
You can just take it for what it is. It was a pleasant, visceral experience.
And I'm okay with that. I mean, it doesn't mean that I like girls necessarily. I just, you know, I like men. I'm in a monogamous relationship. Lord, but don't worry, it's okay. But you see what I'm saying? It's just, these things are okay to deal with and face. I was willing to face my quasi-lesbian, what you call it?
Quasi-lesbian
relationship with my wax sister. That stuff hurt.
But if a man does it, then you're straight.
If a man does it, then I'm straight. Yeah, then it's all right.
You're right.
Yeah. Ain't that many men out there doing that.
But no gynecologist, it's gotta be men with waxes.
No, that's true. All right. Bottom line, homosexuals should have rights. I think it's silly that they don't. And you know, they're people. Like, you know, I hate even calling them homosexuals.
Right.
What the hell is that? You know, I don't run around saying I'm heterosexual. Heterosexual rights. That don't even make sense.
Dude, of course it does.
I mean,
no,
yeah.
No, absolutely
I'm
it does.
just saying, it's just stupid. Right. We don't speak this way about ourselves, and so why
label someone else?
Why label someone else based on who they choose to? Yeah, that's a wrap. All right, that's a wrap. Can you?